Hello everyone, and welcome back. I wasn't quite sure what my next video would be, but then this showed up in the mail today, and I knew I wanted to film it as soon as I could. So, this is one of those Facebook made me buy it moments. I purchased this with my own money because I thought it would be super fun to get a huge box of random snacks from a different country sent to my house. I'm a little over all the marketing on social media, so I've been turning down all the offers lately. But Facebook got me. When I went onto their website, they had a couple of different options for sizes and prices, and I got the biggest box possible. I think it was $38 or $39. But it supposedly has at least 20 different snacks in the box. And this month, the box is from Russia. When we open up the box, there's a sticker. I think it says, yeah, it's a sticker. The home of the world's longest railroad. There's a cover, printed paper that says "Welcome to Russia." Some of the different cities and areas. And it says games on the back. The Yum scoreboard. It looks like there's a list of all the snacks in the box, and you can score them as you go through the items. And that was a super fun little scoreboard. I think it's a great idea. Off we go to Russia. There's the booklet with information and some games. And I think details around all the snacks that are in the box. So we'll keep this handy. And I think we'll go ahead and set the box off to the side. And take each snack out one at a time. I cannot read anything on this package. So we'll consult with the booklet right away. And there's some trivia. Some of the other snacks. And here we have the red hot chili pepper bites. Thought Russians don't do spicy? Think again. There's an assumed rule that Russians don't do hot and spicy, so much so that there's a local expression. Zadat pertu, to give pepper, which means to berate or punish someone. But every rule has its exception, and in this case, that's this very yum. These crispy, funky shaped potato crisps are seasoned with an addictive dusting of dried red hot chili pepper, suggesting that Russians are warming up to the idea of spicy food, at least when it tastes this good. These look very fun. Next up, I can at least tell probably a potato chip. And it's right here. It says sour cream and green onion potato chips. Fact, no one does sour cream like Russia. You might think you love sour cream, but we're willing to bet you don't love it as much as Russians. That's why these crisps landed the number 2 spot on our list. Russians eat sour cream for breakfast, on pancakes called blini, lunch on sour beet soup called borscht, dinner in their beloved beef stroganoff, and even dessert on fruit dumplings called vareniki. They even use it to soothe sunburns. But our favorite sour cream concoction is clear. These extra oniony chips scarfed down during snack time. I do like sour cream and onion, so these will be fun to try. Next up we have something with pickle flavoring. And it's right here. It says it's a dill pickle puff. Tasty proof that Russians are pickle pros. The number 1 spot goes to pickles. Why? Well, locals rely on pickled cucumbers, tomatoes, mushrooms, and even watermelons to sustain them through the winters. Plus, pickles are a Russian secret to happiness. According to the old local proverb, pickling is a spiritual activity. As the saying goes, a pleasant mood must be found, rude encounters forgotten, and spouses forgiven. When all this is done, then it is a day for pickling. These happy pickles are said to send good vibes to those who eat them, which means these addictive puffs ought to make you very, very happy. And I think these just got a little more appealing because of the fun story. Next up, it looks like another package of chips, some cheese, and I was right about the cheese. These are the Sovietsky cheese potato chips made with absurdly addictive Russian cheese. Time to try the devil's apple. You know it better as the potato. When potatoes were imported from America in the 1700s, Russians gave them this sinful name due to their absence in the Bible. Their odd shape didn't help either. Little did they know, Tsar Nicholas I would order potato planting in the 1850s, paving the way for modern Russians to use them in practically everything, from pierogi, potato dumplings, to vodka, to these crispy chips, coated in Russia's slightly sweet and totally addictive Sovietsky cheese. That sounds delicious. I think all the fragile kind of chips and crisps were on the top of the box. We have another one. And this one is barbecue kebab potato chips. Fresh Russian barbecue flavor. No skewers needed. Now for some real fire from the grill. Each bite of these light and crunchy crisps is packed with the flavor of authentic Russian shashlik, a meat kebab that Russians have been cooking up for centuries of summers. Every family makes their own recipe, but they all typically include lamb marinated in a zesty blend of onion, vinegar, and spices, and sometimes a splash of vodka. Grab some crisps and get ready for a mouthful of Russian summer. These sound like a really fun one to try. And here we have another bread product, crisps. Looks sort of like that, but it's actually these grilled steak bread bites. Russian style beef, but in a crunchy bread. Bread isn't just beloved in Russia, it's respected as it's a vital component of Slavic traditions. For example, the centuries-old custom of greeting important guests with a fresh loaf. As you can probably imagine, there's nothing worse to a Russian than wasted bread. Hence, the invention of these twice-baked bread rusks, a deliciously creative way to make use of every last morsel. They're a local fave snack or soup topping. Crunch into this steak-flavored variety, and you might just find yourself with a reinvigorated respect for bread too. but a different product. The Belete Mushroom Bread Bites. Taste Russia's award-winning wild mushrooms. As you're reading this, dozens of basket-toting Russians are scouring the forest floors of Siberia. What are they doing? Mushroom hunting. It's Russia's most popular pastime. So much so that local 10-year-olds can easily distinguish edible varieties from poisonous ones. But there's one thing Russians love more than hunting for mushrooms, and that's eating them. You can partake with these crunchy, twice-baked bread rusks, complete with bolete mushroom seasoning. All you have to do is hunt for the bag. Now we're on to something sweet and pink. This is the strawberry, caramel, and vanilla gummies. It's a medley of sweet and chewy Russian candies. Walk down the streets of Moscow on November 4th, and you'll be bombarded with traditionally dressed Russians cheering, laughing, and waving massive Russian flags. That's because it's Unity Day, a beloved holiday celebrating when the Russian people all work together to oust invaders in 1612. We think these candies will put you in the Unity Day spirit. Each is perfectly mouth-watering on its own, but try them together as the wrapper suggests, and you'll see how delicious Unity can really be. Next up, from Janet's Bakery, there's orange and vanilla biscuits. Light and crispy with a touch of fresh orange. If it's Christmas time in Russia, expect lots and lots of oranges. You might be thinking of zingy citrus fruit in the middle of winter. To that we say yes. Oranges were a rare commodity during the Soviet era, and as a result, they became a super special treat reserved for the holidays. They were a stocking stuffer staple. Nowadays, you'll often find them in Christmas decorations, as well as in tons of holiday sweets, like these thin and crispy orange and vanilla cookies. We'd love to find these in our stockings, wouldn't you? Next in the box, I found a white and extra almond bar. It's almond white chocolate bar. Decadent white chocolate with whole almonds. It's easy to tell when it's springtime in Russia. You just have to look for the fiery hills. Okay, the hills aren't literally on fire, but they are covered in Prunus tenella, Russia's famous fire hill almond trees, named for their branches, covered top to bottom with vibrant red flowers. Take a bite of this decadent white chocolate bar filled with whole Russian almonds, and you'll taste for yourself why Russians are so excited to see their hills set aflame every spring. Sounds delicious. Right next to the chocolate bar was this small square. This is the nuts and milk chocolate wafer bar. Russia's softest, nuttiest, cakiest wafer. This yum takes us to xoxo, the headquarters of the company that makes it. Hayanka. I'm the worst, you guys. I can't pronounce it. When we asked their team which of their products they thought our customers would love most, they said without a shadow of a doubt that it would be this one. We have to agree. After all, with layers of soft wafer filled with hazelnut cocoa cream, a sprinkling of crushed peanuts, and a melt in your mouth chocolate glaze, what's not to love? But take a bite and decide for yourself. Was their prediction correct? Next up is something I already know that I'll like, because Gentle Whispering Maria did a video with some Russian food. She had these, and I ordered them at the time. And this one is orange marmalade and cinnamon prionic. It's traditional gingerbread with candied orange jam. This Russian gingerbread takes us to the city of Tula, where making it is nothing short of a centuries-old art form. To make each one, a dough of honey, eggs, flour, cinnamon, and other spices is loaded onto an artfully carved wooden board, which imprints the dough with its unique stamp design. Next comes the filling, then more dough, and finally the whole thing is flipped, coated in a sugary syrup, and baked. The result is a Russian tradition that's amazing to behold, but even more amazing to eat. And I completely agree. These are delicious. I found another chocolate bar. This is the lime and mint dark chocolate bar. Rich dark cocoa with a slight citrus twist. Mint and lime. Sounds more like a vodka garnish than a chocolate bar, right? Not in Russia. Vodka is consumed straight up, followed by a pickle, a piece of salty herring, or a slice of rye bread. It's basically law. But while Russia's vodka customers are strict, their rules about chocolate are much more relaxed, making room for decadent new flavors, like this dark chocolate bar infused with a dash of lime and a touch of mint. The only chaser you want is another bite. And from Janet's Bakery, we have more biscuits. These are ginger and cinnamon biscuits. Crispy Russian cookies, perfect for tea time. Time for tea. Like with Khrushchev and Pepsi, Russia's love affair with tea began when a Mongolian ruler gave Tsar Michael I a taste in 1638. Then came the Great Tea Road, linking China and Russia, where tons of teas were imported via camel caravans. By 1900, Russia was home to the largest tea maker in the world, and citizens were drinking it at all times. So if you want to try these crispy spice biscuits like a Russian, we recommend pouring yourself a cup. This bar looks delicious. It's caramel and nuts milk chocolate bar. Peanut, hazelnut, caramel, chocolate heaven. We have the notoriously nutty Russian chocolate bar known as the Golden Step. Why did it make the cut? Well, hazelnuts are a Russian go-to, in part because they're among the few nuts that can be grown in the country's cold climate, and peanuts are almost just as beloved. Russia consistently ranks in the global top 5 peanut importers. Here, both nuts unite in caramelly, chocolatey harmony, earning this yum a spot on this list, and maybe a spot in your heart too. Here we have another chocolate bar. This one says milk pear. Ripe pear milk chocolate. Rich milk chocolate with ooey gooey pear filling. This Russian chocolate bar is full of beauty. No, we're not talking about the sleek wrapper or even the delicious looking chocolate inside. We're talking about the pear filling. You see, Russia is home to an extra sweet, highly sought after pear known as the krasulia, which literally translates to beauty. So what are you waiting for? It's not every day you get to take a bite of beauty, especially enrobed in luscious Russian milk chocolate. Sounds super fun. Here's another. It says Crunchy Miracle. 2 crunchy bars. This is white chocolate and hazelnut cream wafer. Luscious hazelnut cream in a sugar cone shell. This yum is a fairy tale. No, really, its name, Ordinary Miracle, is based on the title of a Russian fable in which a wizard transforms a man into a bear who then falls in love with a princess. Sounds more like an extraordinary miracle to us. But even that isn't as fantastic as the yum it inspired. Yes, we're saying that this crispy, wafer-filled, luscious hazelnut and white chocolate cream is even more incredible than a bear princess love story. There's only a few things left, so I guess we're sort of ending here instead of starting here with the boiled milk and chocolate cake crafted by Russia's most famous chocolatier. It says, take a look at this yum. Are you looking? Awesome. Now locking eyes with a Russian icon. Seriously, barring President Putin, there's no face more familiar. That's because this treat, called Hayanka, a popular Russian girl's name, is the country's most famous by far, ever since it was first crafted in Moscow's Red October factory in 1966. Since then, several local ladies have claimed to be the inspiration behind the little girl on the wrapper, though the company insists she's not based on a real person. Here, the famous chocolate, the same exact recipe as in 66, coats a rich wafer cake filled with another local favorite, a ridiculously creamy caramel made by boiling sweetened condensed milk. There's surely no better way to show you Russia's sweet side, or to kick off your amazing Russian adventure, which will be filled with plenty more sweet and salty, savory, seriously scrumptious surprises to come. And the last thing is the Yum bag. Inside the Yum bag, there's a couple of different items. These are exotic fruit jellies, ripe mango, black currant mint, and strawberry pepper. If you've completed the trivia, you already know that Russians love jelly, even when it's made of meat. Fortunately, for those not so keen on trying jiggly pork, Russians also love a different kind of jelly, fruit jelly candy, locally called marmalade. Tins of it have been flying off the shelves of Moscow candy stores for centuries. Now you can try their juiciest modern varieties. Soft, kind of squishy candy. And these last four are coconut and white chocolate hazelnut balls. A creamy, nutty luxury. Another factoid you learned from trivia: that Russia boasts the coldest inhabited town on Earth. So you may be a bit shocked to learn that parts of the country are subtropical. Take the city of Sochi, located on the Black Sea coast. Its nickname is the Russian Riviera because of its 80-degree summers, dolphins, and coconut-bearing palms. Consider the shredded coconut-coated, white chocolatey, whole hazelnut-filled ball your ticket to the Russian tropics. And that's the Yum box. And I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing with me. And I'll have to let you know in the description which of the snacks we like the best. I hope you're doing well, taking each day as it comes. And I hope to see you again soon.